Welcome to our conversation with Wolfgang Groos, the director for Granny Nanny. I'm very happy that we get to show your movie this year at the 10-year anniversary of the Calgary European Film Festival, and you're actually bringing your movie as the Canadian premiere here to Calgary.
That's true.
Or Granny Nanny, as the English title is now. I actually had a chance to watch the movie last night. Very exciting. I thought it was very entertaining. I had a fun evening, but at the same time, it gave us some food for thought. For me, that's a perfect combination, being entertained, but at the same time, you get your brain to work as well. How was it for you, Wolfgang, working on that movie? What was the inspiration to create that kind of entertainment for us?
Actually, I couldn't say it better than you did, because that was always the challenge we had with the project. Also in the developing, we did develop quite a lot. And we always said, yes, we want to be an entertaining movie, and we want to be, there has to be fun parts in it. But there's a deeper thought of it, and it tells you things about our way of life, and how do we change our lives when we get older, or not, because we think we can't change anything anymore because we are so old. And that to get in balance was always a challenge for us, and I'm pretty happy that it worked out quite well.
Sounds good. I mean, in the past, you got to be known as a director of movies for children, family. This seems to be quite a departure, or is it?
Yeah, that's basically true. It's not 100% true, because I did also other movies with the audience. It's just in the middle. But I did quite a lot of family entertainment movies like Vampire Sisters. And then I directly jumped to the seniors, So there is a lot of development in my work in that period, especially between these two movies, because this was my most successful movie in 2012, and then I experimented with a lot of movies, like where you have a lot of CGI. We let people and animals fly and animate in a real with real characters. And then this movie brought me back to in a sense of storytelling, I think, because the good thing I had was I had a cast what was like phenomenous. For Germany, it was, we had Barbara Sukowa. She's an international star. And actually, when we gave her the script, we never thought that she would say yes, because it was a comedy, and it's family and it's entertainment. And she did so many heavy characters. So that was also a challenge for me, and a development that I really thought, okay, how could you handle these actors and actresses? And it worked out really well. They are so nice, and they are so professional and talented. Sure.
I think I've seen Barbara Sukowa as Hannah Arendt, of course, a very serious movie, but I think she had a lot of fun playing, as a hippie grandma.
Yeah. She told me on the premiere in Germany, she said on the stage, she said, usually I get booked for like historical characters or prostitutes. So she had a lot of fun to play this character where she can. I think there's a little bit of her in there as well, because she grew up in that. She was a teenager in that old 70s, that she knows all this. She was the part of the whole Fassbinder community in Munich, and I think there was a lot of things going on. So I was really happy that she said she wanted to do that part.
So can you tell me a little bit what the reception of the movie was like when it came out in Germany? I think you came out into the theaters just before the pandemic closed everything down. How did it go for you?
We had actually only 2.5 weeks. And then there was the news, please, all seniors, please stay at home, don't go in theaters, don't go in the movies. And that was quite hard. And I was really frustrated because I thought this movie is, all the information we got from the press, from all the people who saw the movie in previews and on the premiere, was like, okay, this is going to be the one where I really can go, And then after 2.5 weeks, I thought it's not true. But what I got as a feedback from, and later on, when the movies opened again, then this movie continues running, and the whole summer, open air kino, open air cinemas, and then also on Amazon, it was quite good on Amazon as far as I know. And all the feedback I got was that they really liked it, that you can laugh in that movie, and you also could, think of things, think of your relationship with the other generation, how you think you're gonna be when you're in that age, or even if you are in that generation. The question that Karin, the main character, put in place in the beginning was, is it possible to change your life if you run to close to 70? And the answer was yes. And that was something that I think a lot of people could connect with.
So, as you may know, we are screening this movie at the Calgary European Film Festival, and our audience will probably be in part people with German roots, but there'll be many Canadians who don't have a connection to Germany, have never been there. What do you think would still draw them into the movie? Why should they watch a German movie like this one?
I think that the story is not especially German. The question, what am I gonna do with my life when I'm out of work? And everything starts to change, and then how do I react on this situation? This is quite everywhere in the world. So I think that's the same problems you're gonna have in Canada if you get older. And the other thing, what I figured out, what is also an important thing in our movie, is taking care of younger kids and do that not for money. That's not a job, that you do that. What is the right word for Ehrenamt?
Volunteer.
Yeah, as a volunteer. And you can volunteer also if you're 65 and plus, And this is something that it's not special German. I think also in Canada, the kids could really take that help or this influence from the other generation. And also for the older generation, it's quite interesting because they get a totally different look on the young people, on the young kids. And so I think that's it's not a typical German movie, actually.
Well, that sounds great. And that's all the questions I've had for today. So thank you very much.
Thank you. And I'm really proud that this is the opening movie for the Calgary European Film Festival. That's amazing. And it makes me a little bit proud. So thanks a lot.
I'm very much looking forward to the start of the festival. Thanks.
Thank you so much. I just had a very quick question that I'm curious about this question for all the movies being screened during the COVID. Did you do any filming when COVID was in place, or your filming was done right before the COVID?
No, the filming was actually in the year before COVID. It was in 2019 we did the filming, but the movie came out in February, 6th of February in 2020. And like 3 weeks later, all cinemas were closed. Not closed, but it started with the shutdown, and nobody went in the movie theaters anymore. But I did other productions during the pandemic time, and it was in the beginning was quite tough and different, but we actually figured out quite fast how to manage the situation. We tested everyone nearly every day. In times we actually tested everyone every day. We're working only with masks. Only the actors were working without masks after the rehearsals, only for shooting. Sometimes we did rehearsals with masks, but often it's not, doesn't make sense. But that was in the beginning, it was strange because everyone was like that. you actually have to do like that. Yeah, that's a good guy. So, I had the feeling that we became used to it quite fast, and so you had to be 15 minutes earlier on set to get your nose treated, and then everything is fine. And we also had situations where we had to cover up for a positive test, and then we had also on one production, my DOP was infected and he was really ill for 2 weeks. So, and also later he couldn't operate anymore. So we had to deal with these kinds of problems. But I had the feeling that we were quite good prepared after a short term.
Perfect. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for accepting our invitation. And I really hope to see you in person, maybe in future festivals.
Yes, and if you have the idea to bring me over a day before, I'm open to almost everything.
Great.
Okay. That's
Goodbye.
it.
Yeah.
You're done. Cool. Nice.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.